to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. Major stock indexes headed towards their worst day in more than a month on Tuesday, as a slew of regional bank stocks continued to collapse following First Republic's weekend failure, adding to investors' unease ahead of a critical Federal Reserve meeting. Despite trading close to flat Tuesday morning, the Dow Jones Industrial Average plunged deep into negative territory as the day progressed, falling 540 points or 1.6% to 33,514 by 11:40 a.m. Eastern Time, while the S&P 500 and tech-heavy Nasdaq slipped 1.7% and 1.4% respectively. A slew of regional bank stocks headed up the market plunge, with PacWest Bancorp Catering 39%, Western Alliance 21%, and Metropolitan Bank 19%. Volatility that triggered multiple trading halts throughout the day and pushed the regional bank sector ETF down to its lowest level since October of 2020. Quote, the nature of this particular drive feels different than it was in the case of March, when Signature Bank abruptly collapsed and Silicon Valley Bank failed. Vital Knowledge founder also explained investors were at the time scrutinizing losses in bond portfolios, whereas they're now anxious about the broader regional bank sector in general. With funding costs raising and interest income past its peak, banks are more likely to face losses in the coming months, putting regional banks at a disadvantage, given that investors fear many of them are likely stodgy brick and mortar retailers focused on selling non perishable commodity products at the advent of Amazon and online commerce era. The fallout comes just one day after JP Morgan chief Jamie Dimon sought a quell concerns about the bankruptcy industry, saying that system is very unstable, but still warning, quote, you will see other cracks in the system. Is set to announce whether it will pause or continue its interest rate hikes at the conclusion of its policy meeting on Wednesday afternoon. The future market implies just 90% chance the central bank will keep rates the same and an 81% chance it will again raise rates by 25 base points. Over the past few weeks, the odds have largely grown in favor of another rate hike, only to slightly abate following First Republic's weekend failure. Despite sectors of the economy taking massive hits, the Fed's job in taming inflation is over. The officials have acknowledged the difficult path ahead as they've continued their aggressive rate hikes. Annual inflation fell for a ninth straight month in March, but consumer prices still rose 5% on a yearly basis, well above the Fed's 2% target. The main thing that I've stated to people before, whenever I happen to talk about anything dealing with money, is that I've told people that you should look at precious metals, right? I even had live streams where we have looked at the different values of precious metals: palladium, platinum, gold, silver, copper, things of that nature. And I've always stated that if at any given point of chance that you do have money, just happen to go to a reputable place and buy you some silver, some gold, some platinum coins, because those things, irregardless of whatever happens to the dollar, those things will always have a natural value because they come directly from the earth. They are precious metals. There are other things that you can also put money directly into as well. But I would, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I would say precious metals should be number one, on the list. Any moment in time that you happen to get, some money, throw that directly, well, extra money, right? Throw that directly into gold and silver, precious metal type coins and things of that nature, or maybe some small bars or whatever it is that they have that you can afford during that time, and just save up, because you never know what is going to realistically happen with the dollar. You don't know realistically what is going to happen with this economy. And your main job is to look out for self, is to look out for your family, right? And that's the best way that you can happen to look out for your family. Yes, people are going to say like, hey, you can have a house. Yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can sit up there and have land. Yeah, you can. But beyond a shadow of a doubt, you should save and have precious metals. You should be putting your money and investing your money into precious metals. This economy is pretty much showing you the potentiality of what could happen if things keep going in a bad and in a negative direction. How many banks have we seen close their doors? And then people are like, how am I going to get my money? Where's my money at? And I told y'all before, I told y'all this years ago. I stated that banks are not really obligated to give you your money. If a bank takes a hit and they close up shop, they're not obligated to give you your money. Some of those people ended up getting their money because other banks decided to cover it or do whatever it is that they wanted to sit up there and do. But if they happen to like close up shop, they don't, there's nothing that states that they got to give you that money. Remember, banks make money off of your money. They don't have the money that they are supposed to have. They practice fractured lending, which means that if you have $100 directly in there, they split that $100. They split one of those dollars several times. Now just multiply that several times by your $100. And then they loan that out to other people. So if people need mortgages, if people need loans and all this other type of stuff, that's where your money is going. They're getting interest. They're getting money on top of your money, on top of other people's money, while you're not getting nothing, while you keep your money in a bank, in a savings account for what? Like a year, and you only gain what, about 25 cents, 50 cents? You're not even really gaining anything. Like I said, people got to pay attention. People really have to pay attention and look at different avenues on how it is that they can up their money, on how it is that they can have their money bring back more money. I've stated to you guys as well a multitude of times that everybody else is able to make money off of you and make money off of your money, but you. Again, this is the time that people should be looking for alternative ways in order to multiply their money so that they can start making money off of their own money, so that you can start making money off of yourself, so that you can start making money off of your own name. The clock is ticking.